you've got to see it to believe it. This is unbelievable. Skijoring. You ever heard of this? Look at this. It's almost like a winter rodeo of sorts. People tying themselves to horses. This is going to return to Canterbury Park, Minnesota this weekend. Norwegian for ski driving. Skijoring. This is a competitive sport where skiers race through a course and over jumps while being towed by a horse.
You've been calling this a rodeo, a snow rodeo.
It's just what it looks like, kind of. It's pretty cool.
There are actually more than 350 participants and 150 horses that will be competing for prizes, cash, and glory. Joining us now is Jeff Maday, marketing manager for Canterbury Park, to teach us more about this very unique winter sport. I won't lie to you, Jeff. Before today, I've never heard of this.
Well, you know, skijoring it's been popular in kind of the northwest state, Montana, Idaho, Utah, Colorado, kind of in the ski towns, right? The ski villages. And so it's been popular there, and it really is a combination. You're right, it's a snow. I'd never thought of it that way, but it is a snow rodeo. But we brought it here about 6 years ago. Weren't really sure how it would go, but you know, in the summertime, we are a thoroughbred racetrack. So having another horse event in the winter made perfect sense to us. We weren't sure how the public would receive it. It was an absolute home run. The grandstand was packed. It was a beautiful day, kind of like it's going to be today. You know, I don't think it's been above freezing for, I tried to do the math, 18 days. It's going to be in the 30s today, 40 tomorrow. That's almost shirt sleeve weather in Minnesota.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about after having grown up in Wisconsin. Now, this event, it obviously needs a lot of snow to function. Would you say that this winter has given you enough of the snow naturally, or is this the type of thing where you guys will make artificial snow sometimes?
We do make the snow. So actually we had in January professional snowmobile racing on this track. So we made a lot of snow for that. We've had some natural snow over the last few weeks, but most of this is man-made. And the course itself is about, I'd say, a football field and a half long. So you've got horses racing down either side with the skiers on a tow rope behind them going over the jumps. Fast, exciting, thrilling. It's a great event for families. And you know, I expect we'll have 5,000 to 7,000 people each day.
Oh, wow. So this is the sixth season. I heard you mention that. And Skijoring kicks off, you know, at Canterbury Park. Are there any things that the attendees should expect for this year? New challenges, maybe new tricks? Or, you know, are they just coming for a good time? As this is the sixth one, they know kind of what to expect in the lay of the land. Do you have new, maybe tricks that people are going to be using this go-round?
I think you will see new tricks. So the freestyle has really grown. We've got the ski racing itself, but then we also have a freestyle event off of a 15-foot jump. And I was watching some practice this week, and people doing 360 front flips off of skis and things like that. So I think that part is exciting, and the fans love that. And then we really did turn it into an event with all sorts of activities off the track for the kids, of course. Adults, there's adult beverages, specialty cocktails, things like that. Snow globe, there's a vendor village, I think, where you can buy anything from a macaroon to a horse saddle. So there's really something for everyone, and it's about a 3 to 4 hour event each day, and you know, it will be a lot of fun, and the weather's going to be absolutely perfect.
So we were talking a little bit off camera about this. We're kind of curious about the history of skijoring because, you know, one of the questions we were asking each other, like, I wonder who the first person was that decided to tie themselves to a horse and put skis on. Like, what's the history of this?
I think, you know, it started probably in Europe, right, more as a mode of transportation where, you know, kind of like when I was a kid, kids would ride their snowmobile to school because this was kind of a very rural area. I think it was probably the same thing with skijoring. It started out as a practical mode of transportation, probably without a rider. We Americanized it here, I imagine. We added the rider to the horse, the stock saddle, the rope, and being towed. So I think that is the history, though. It really was just a practical way. If you lived in snowy, you know, Norway, Sweden, just a practical way to get around. And then it developed into a sport. It was actually on exhibit at the 1928 Olympics, as far as I understand. So it hasn't become an Olympic sport yet, but who knows?
Who knows for sure? I'm sure we could see this in the years to come. It's pretty cool stuff. You learn something new every day here on Fox Weather. I wish you guys the best of luck with this upcoming competition and this weekend. Jeff Maday, thank you so much for joining us here this morning.
Thanks for having me.